Hi there, I'm Patrick Donegan with Heavy Reading, and I'm here with Steve Shalita from NetScout. Steve, you're talking about service orchestration. What does NetScout mean by service orchestration in the mobile network?
Well, it's really about bringing all the services to the users connecting to the network. Mobile operators really looking to move beyond just providing simple connectivity. And if you think about it, a mobile operator today has to think more in terms of service orchestration, whether they're delivering services from their own data center through mobile cloud environments, or services that are coming from a premium partner, or even over-the-top environment. So service orchestration is really about bringing much more value than simple voice connectivity and access to the internet itself.
So in your mind, Steve, how can mobile operators improve the way they deliver services, including in the cloud?
Well, I think a way to think about it is because you're orchestrating, it really requires a lot of knowledge and understanding how the services not only are interacting with each other, but affecting or impacting each other. Right? I think the role today of a mobile operator is really, when we think about this notion of orchestration, is delivering the best possible user experience. Because ultimately, whatever it is I'm accessing from my mobile device, my initial feeling, my sense of service quality, service experience, is going to be directly linked back to that operator. Not necessarily what they're connecting to, but what they're connecting through. So mobile operators need to think about how they can understand service quality, the performance of all of these moving pieces within the network environment, and more effectively understand how the interactions are affecting the actual user experience itself. There's a lot of talk about user experience management, and really that's a very complex discussion, but understanding the experiences in real time so you can see performance degradations, changes in service behavior, changes in user experience behavior as they're happening, so you can be much more proactive in managing that efficiently.
And in your vision, how does service delivery management enhance or enable orchestration?
Well, we think of what typically or traditionally has been called service assurance or performance management in a much broader way. Service delivery management is about understanding service delivery in context of service consumption. So if we think about the notion as we really started with service orchestration, it's really about understanding the performance dynamics across all of the elements of the network, of the enabling technology and the applications themselves, so the operator can more effectively understand how they're performing. The notion of service assurance really grew up from the notion of looking at voice and really focused on control plane types of activities. How were calls being set up? How were they being torn down? In an IP environment, things are much more dynamic with a dynamic set of transactions that are taking place in a less deterministic way. As I'm interacting with an application on my mobile device, I'm having pauses in between that. It's a static connection in which I need to re-engage with the application and the network infrastructure. So we look at service delivery management providing a much more holistic approach to service delivery and service consumption. So providing this top-down view, understanding performance at a overall delivery level, if you will, down into specific classes of users, types of handsets, specific types of services that allow the operator to more effectively manage that performance. And that's including the proactive aspect of seeing problems as they're emerging, so you can fix them before a large number of users are affected. Being able to be more proactive in managing the environment from a capacity, resource planning, and policy definition perspective, as well as leveraging the insight for business and operational intelligence to look at the kinds of services that users are consuming and maybe identify trends for new services, new offerings, new business revenue generating potential that you can add to your overall service offering. So if I see that groups of users are using specific applications in an over-the-top mode, I could then go and say, hey, that would be a great opportunity to monetize that service, offer it as a premium value add, and be able to deliver even higher quality experiences.
Steve, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks very much, Patrick. Glad to be here.